friends, come on in, take your shoes off, have a seat, and consider staying a while by clicking that subscribe button. I have been going back and forth since this happened last night on whether I was going to make this video. I purposely titled this video, Hi, I'm Karen, because I knew as soon as I made it that a lot of people are going to come here and be like, you're Karen, you don't care about my grandma. This is not about you. You don't have a choice with your own body. Even though I just was yelling, my body, my choice a year ago, you don't have a choice with your body. The truth is, YouTube is hard. And a lot of people might not realize that. It just kind of seems like we're just sitting down and hearing ourselves talk and just putting ourselves out there, and it's our choice. But YouTube is really, really hard, especially when you're on the side that is not popular. It's really easy to come on here and choose the path of least resistance. I mean, that's easy in life, right? But I believe, and something I want to teach my unborn son, is that if you believe in something, you have to stand up for it. And if you see something is wrong and you let it continue, then you're just as much of the problem as the people who are creating the problem. I realize that I'm gonna get hate on this because a lot of people see it as a public safety thing. A lot of people still believe that the government has their best interests, and even though after a year and COVID numbers really are staying the same, they still believe that a mask that does not fit them and does not have air filtration in it, or the air around them doesn't have air filtration and purification, that it still somehow protects them, even though the CDC has come out and said that it does not prevent you from getting or giving the virus. You just should wear it anyway. Let's get into this. I'm sure, I try to talk a little bit because I'm sure the people who aren't even going to hear me out have already left their mean comment and clicked off this video. But last night we went into Menards. We're having a bonfire this weekend and our fire ring broke, so we needed to get a new fire ring. And we walked into the store, and since Indiana's mask mandate ended, me and my husband were just kind of like, okay, like, let's just see if we can get away with not wearing a mask. Let's see how much they're going to push this. I made a video about this yesterday about kind of how things are around here. We actually went into like the city that's close to us, so things are obviously a little bit different than in a small town like where we live. And so when we walked in, the lady asked if we had a mask, and I said, yeah, I have a mask, but she didn't ask me to put it on, so we just kept walking because I just wanted to see how far I could get without them telling me to put it on. So we walked through the entire store. We were in there for about 20 to 25 minutes, and we get up to the cash register. And as soon as the cash register saw me, she's like this snooty little teenager. She like turned to me, she's like, do you have a mask? I just said, I do have a mask, but I'm currently 5 months pregnant. I said, it makes me nauseous. It's not good for me to be breathing in my own germs, and it's not good for my baby, so I'm not going to wear one. And she goes, then I can't check you out. I was like, so I just walked through your whole store. All my germs are everywhere anyway. If I did have COVID, I would be breathing it into the air. If I did have a cold or a flu or whatever, it's already in your store. I'm trying to leave. All I want to do is pay for this fire ring and get out. She's like, I'm not checking you out unless you put your diaper face on. And I said, okay. And I went, because I wanted to like see how far she would actually go, if she was really gonna refuse. And I didn't ask for a manager because I already knew I was gonna be called a Karen for this. So I was just like, okay, we'll go to Tractor Supply across the street. They don't require masks. And she had the audacity to sit there and be like, okay. So I just said, just to let you know, the mask mandate is ending next week. And she goes, not in here, it's not. The whole time she had like one of those like reusable masks on, and it was like puffed out to here. She clearly had like moved it out so she could breathe, so all of her germs are like spewing out here. And when she's like, not in here, it's not, I literally saw spit fly out the side of her mask. So it just kind of made me laugh that you're trying to like make me wear a mask when like you're literally funneling your germs out the side of your face. My problem is not with the mask. My problem is, like I said, we're over a year into this. Numbers have not changed. In fact, we're having outbreaks. Even though people, and these are in the states that people are wearing masks, we're having outbreaks. But in Texas, when they've ended their mask mandate almost over a month and a half ago, their COVID cases are going down. My problem is with the CDC reporting that this does not stop you giving or getting COVID, and yet we need to wear them anyway. The problem is that we are now looking at vaccination passports, where you'll need a vaccination passport to even move around the United States. They just signed a deal with Microsoft. You can look this up. I'm not making this up. Where eventually they will be able to look at your bank account. They'll be able to look at your medical records without your permission if you have this vaccine passport. My issue is, in other countries, they're already implementing that you cannot go to the grocery store. You cannot send your child to school if you don't have this vaccine passport. And Biden has said that he is going to implement that in America. The issue is not with the mask. My issue is everything that follows the mask. The issue is that our government continues to feed you this lie that the mask is something that will protect you when they've literally said that it doesn't, but people are still believing that their government cares about them. The issue is not the mask, but my issue starts with the mask. You think things are going to go back to normal. You are sadly mistaken. If you think that they are going to make you take your face diaper off ever, you are sadly mistaken. If you think they're going to stop at just travel passports, you are sadly mistaken. They are going to force you and keep going until we're pretty much North Korea. My issue is that it's so, like, if you want to wear a mask and you want to get the vaccine, that is fine. But it should not be forced on me. It should not be forced on my unborn child. And it should not be forced on anyone who doesn't want to take it. That we're talking about people being okay with the government forcing what you can and cannot wear and what goes into your body for a virus that has a 95% survival rate. I just don't get how people can't see it. And maybe it's because they're giving you free money. Maybe it's because they're giving you free housing right now. But I'm telling you, it's not worth your freedom. The only thing I ask is that you guys are cordial in the comments. I will be deleting comments that are just dumb. Like, it's not going to be tolerated on my channel. That's the greatest thing about having a YouTube channel, is I can delete things that I think don't need to be said. And if that offends you, then please go to another YouTube channel. This is not the YouTube channel. We're a family on here. We support each other. We openly listen to your opinion. I'm not saying I'm going to delete it if you have a different opinion of me, but if you're going to sit there and call me every name under the book, the comment doesn't need to be on this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.